Double rates for Kale and Caulifla, but who will be on their banner? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan battle video for you here today. We are ready to discuss the likely candidates to be on the upcoming Rising Dragon Carnival for the Fizz, LR, Kale, and Caulifla. That's right, you heard me right. We have a Rising Dragon Carnival. That means a double rates banner for the new Carnival LR. That's right. Golden Week is now a Carnival banner. Formerly a 3LR yellow coin banner with Pity, it is now this new double rates format. Hopefully we will see it continue forward. But for now, know that we now have 2 available slots for double rates Carnival banners, which is always a good thing. Double rates are always great. So with that in mind, let's go ahead, let's jump in, and let's talk about who is going to be on the banner, because it's actually kind of obvious, with the exception of a few of the extra SSRs, right? Those general pool SSRs that tend to get featured. The featured list is pretty solidified, and we know this because we simply have to look at the previous Rising Dragon Carnivals, right? As a Rising Dragon Carnival, but there will be 12 featured SSRs, just like in previous years. Now, the most recent one we had was on Global, the Fully Unified Celebration Divine Dragon Carnival, which basically threw us on Global the TEQ GOTENKS and the first appearance of AGL Jaren. You see, Global was behind at that point. But on JP, it was the GOTENKS and a returning Carnival LR, the LR Trio. So we could probably assume it's going to be similar to the JP banner rather than this banner. Although they're similar in the sense in that they contain the same featured units. It's just Global got a new unit while JP got a returning unit, which is what we will see here. So let's talk about the first returning unit, because there will be 3 LRs on the banner, as we can see here. And for one of them, we already know. Aside from the Kale and Caulifla, we know that the next returning LR will be the Hit and God Goku on the banner. See, they recently got an EZA here during the Hit and Kaioken Goku celebration, and there was no EZA banner. You see, Dokkan has gone away with EZA LR banners, it seems, right? Typically, in a celebration, if there is a LR Part 2, the EZA LR will be on the Part 2 banner. If not, if there is no Part 2, then the EZA LR will be on a category banner. And we got neither of those things yet, so that means they are likely to be on this Rising Dragon Carnival. And in fact, this is confirmed by the in-game news for the Extreme Z battle, letting us, and their awakening, letting us know that they will in fact be on this upcoming summon. So we do know that at least one of the units, aside from the Kale and Caulifla, is the Hit and God Goku. Alright, so that leaves, who is the second option? Well, there are 3 likely candidates, but one more so than the other, right? Than the others, and that is the TEQ LR GOTENKS. The TEQ LR GOTENKS was the Christmas Divine Dragon Carnival, as we saw here, the previous double rates unit, and there's a good chance that he is the returning LR. There really are no other options other than him. They could go the least likely scenario and bring back 2 other units, but GOTENKS definitely has the right to return, and that is because the other 2 possibilities have kind of technically returned already. The first possibility is, of course, the AGL Omega Shenron. The first time we saw this guy was in January of last year, which was already significantly late from his release, and he didn't have another return. In fact, we went in almost nearly an entire year without seeing this guy. He didn't come back on Worldwide or any other carnival, like during the anniversary or anything. In fact, the next time we saw him was on the Black Friday Carnival banner, which many did not summon on. In fact, they used this time to summon, or to summon more than likely on the Dokkan Fest portion to get Beast Gohan, or they used their Carnival coins to pick up one of these guys. Doubt many people were summoning this way for Omega, Nonetheless, he did return. The same goes for the Jiren. Despite the fact that the Jiren did arrive on Global along with the Gotenks, technically he's returned already, although not for coins. He did technically return already on both versions on the Carnival Step Up banner. Right, and Omega returned here as well. So technically, while not available with coins at this time, both of the units technically did return. There is a possibility that he could be less likely than Omega, even though Omega's return has been sporadic. He is a more likely candidate than Omega, but I would say less likely than Gotenks, simply for the fact that he did in fact return on this banner. There's a chance, since this is a Universal Survivals themed celebration, that he could be on the banner, but I do think that it is probably about time that Gotenks shows up again, because more than likely, right, the next carnival will be in August to September, or I'm sorry, July to September. See, they moved the schedule now. July to August, where we will have the new version of Worldwide / Global's anniversary, and that is likely to be the place where this Kefla is going to return, just as the Part 2 LRs often for Global often return, Global and JP often returned on the Worldwide banner. So very likely that that's what we're going to see here. So Gotenks probably has the strongest case to return on this banner. If not, following the second will likely be Jiren. I would say that those are the two most likely candidates. As far as the rest of the SSR goes, right, we didn't get any sub-EZAs this celebration, at least not yet. So I mean, it's possible they could announce some here in the next couple of days before we get the announcement for TEQ Kefla, the TUR. There's a good chance she's going to be EZAing, so we could get an announcement for some sub-EZAs, but I mean, there really aren't many to work with anyways. So what's likely to happen is we're going to see the sub-EZAs that already exist for Universe 6, which is KALE and CAULFILA'S leader skill. More than likely, we might see the Champa, the TEQ Caulifla, maybe Vados. I would say most absolutely, definitely, we will see TEQ Caulifla and STR KALE. I would say that those guys are very, very likely, almost guaranteed. And then we would probably see maybe the TEQ Hit, the TEQ Frost, not the TEQ Hit, he's a Dokkan Fest. The TEQ Frost, the Int Hit, and maybe the Fizz, Champa, and STR Frost. I mean, that still wouldn't really make up, right? Because what is that? That is, like, even if we put all of these Universe 6, right? That's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay, so that actually would work, right? So if they just dumped all of these Universe 6 SSRs onto there, that would actually fill out the 12 featured list. So that could be possible. They could open it up to other Universal Survival Saga sub-EZAs, such as, right, they could drop, like, the God Gokus, right? That could make sense, given that, Hit and God Goku is on the banner. They could drop the Fitbu. They could drop the Boto Mageta. They could drop the, they could maybe drop some non-sub-EZAs, like, Universe 11 characters. I doubt that. That seems a little less likely. They would probably keep it Reps of Universe 7 and Reps of Universe 6, since that's sort of the main theme of the celebration. So, it'll likely be a mix of probably Universe 7 and Universe 6 characters, although they could very easily just fill it with full Universe 6 characters, which would make sense given their leader skill, right? They're the new KALE and Caulifla do lead Universe 6, so if you wanted to summon on their banner, you could easily fill out a team from their banner if you didn't have any of these characters. So, guys, that's it. It's pretty obvious who's going to be on the banner, but I wanted to make sure I got this out because I know many of you guys were asking who the third LR was going to be besides Hit and God Goku. So I wanted to make sure I get out there and explain why Gotenks is the most likely scenario. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know Who do you think is more likely to be on this banner? Gotenks or Jiren? And who are you ready to pick up with your coins? Will you be picking up Gotenks if he is on the banner, or Jiren? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha!